Hi, so in this video we'll be looking at cost of sales, and this is one of the figures that's going to show up in our statement of profit or loss. So what is cost of sales? Well, it's the expenses incurred by a business in order to sell its output. So somewhat self-explanatory from its name that it is the cost of producing the output which we will then sell, so it is the cost of our sales. So some of the things that will make up cost of sales, we need to note that this is only going to be including the direct costs of actually producing and then selling the output. So the cost of the actual raw materials that go into producing this output, the labour costs again used to produce this good or service, and any other direct costs associated with the production of output. So this isn't going to include things like marketing because it doesn't go into producing the output. Note that all these points say production. So also a quick point to note that this can be goods or services, which is why we've said output in each of these bullet points, because it's just any sort of output of a good that incurs some sort of cost. So for a service we might not have this cost of materials, but we will likely still have labour costs involved in producing in order to sell the good. So as I think I've already mentioned, this is recorded in our statement of profit or loss, which we looked at in a previous video. And the final quick thing to go over is how we might go about calculating the cost of sales. Now, there's a few ways to do this, but the most common one is quite a simple way, which is shown here. So what we can do is we just take the opening inventory at the start of a period. So let's say we're calculating cost of sales in some sort of period of time. So at the start of this period, we have some level of inventory or stock of a good or service. Then over that period, we're going to spend some amount of money on producing the good. So we have some level of purchases over that period. And then we just need to subtract the closing inventory of that good or service. So how much stock we have at the end of the period. And this will equal our cost of sales. So opening inventory plus purchases minus closing inventory will give us cost of sales. And what is cost of sales? Well, it is the expenses incurred by a business in order to sell its output. So that's a quick overview of what we mean by cost of sales. I hope this was useful. If it was, please leave a like. Make sure to check out the accounting playlist for more videos like this one and subscribe to add some econ to your subscription feed.